Happy New Year. Oh my God, I just realized it's the first live stream of this new year. What am I doing here? It's 11 p.m. I have no fucking clue. I do have a clue, but at this moment I am existential and I know today is the third line day, so it's going to be an amazing experience. Happy New Year. The energy is buzzing. I felt my body wanted to go live. So here I am. And this happened. How fucking cool is that? So who's on here at this time of the day, evening? Where are you watching from? How are you doing 2023? What a vibe. I don't know. It's nothing new. Same, old new style. Hello again. Yes. Not so much has changed, right? So this is what happens when you follow form principle, when you live existential. That means you're so connected to your body that I was in the middle of working. I had an incredible call with my HD mentor. I felt so inspired. I had a lot of fuck it conversations with my clients. Hi, Amy. So, and by the way, this happened, so I guess something is brewing in terms of fashion. Already talked to Amy this year. Maybe I'm gonna prepare behind the scenes the secret launch of my fashion label, and then I'm out of here. Then I say, bye bye, coaching industry. I'm just doing different things. So I just wanted to, okay, I just put something different on and go live because I wanted to take a break and go back to work and do all the things. And second line is always pulling something out of the head with the over knee. So just had to take a moment for this. Hello. So I don't know. It's a third line day. So 38, the gate of the fighter, you know, who has the channel of struggle. Who has the channel of struggle? You know what I mean, right? So this is worth fighting for. This is worth the struggle of being on a live stream at 11 p.m. I love it. So we do not operate in time, only in alignment. And as spleen is never a yes, it's a no. It's a no to keep on working. It was a go live. So here we are. I'm very, very excited. So holding the energy. I titled this topic, holding the energy. Who feels like this is a roller coaster sometimes with, you have these incredible visions. Gate 38. Okay, amazing. From Argentina. Hello. How are you feeling? This is normal for you. What is worth fighting for, right? I do believe that it's so worth fighting for and putting a lot of effort into whatever your passion is, what your vision is. But that's exactly the thing. Today, I felt this morning was the energy of fuck it. You know, when you have this gate active and the chart gets activated in us who don't have it normally active, it's sometimes like you have these moments of, I put so much fight into that thing. I care so much as a desire, motivation, and defined ego. Fuck, it feels sometimes like so hard to fight for the things that you know is right for you. So knowing what is worth fighting for, it's really the message of that gate that we can learn for. And with my spleen, it cuts out at the moment everything that it's not worth fighting for anymore. I don't want to put my attention towards it, my energy toward it. And so this new year is the Gregorian calendar, but the human design new year, thank you. The human design new year starts on the January 22nd. And because we have Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, then we had this beautiful Venus-Pluto conjunction. Pluto is my secret lover. Where the question is really, with a splenic, it always cuts out, gets rid of the things that are not healthy, that are not not supporting me to thrive. And this is what I do with my clients as well. And the ego loves to get rid of all the things that are not of highest value, that are not good enough. We can do better by being more in integrity with the design and more efficient. So this is currently what I'm doing, but I wanted to talk about, I have an update, by the way, tomorrow coming around this topic. But today, always worth fighting for my values. Yes, exactly. And so the fighting is not that you have to fight hard. It's coming from the passion and the soul and the desire, right? So today in the morning, I felt like a fuck it energy. And then I look at the conversation that I had with also my clients. There was some not self brewing coming up, some anger, some bitterness, some especially impatience right now with Mercury slowing us down, and the thing with Mars. Why is it not working yet? I totally for me that's that. So how do we hold the energy when the program and the conditioning is moving us? Always coming back to strategy and authority. That is the golden anchor in all of it. But especially for projectors, and I want to hear from you, what is your design type? What is your design? I'm a projector 6-2, splenic, defined ego and Anja and head. So what is your design? Maybe you want to share it here in the comments so I get to know you a little bit more. The conversation I had were all with projectors, but this is actually not only for projectors what I want to talk about today, but it came up with conversations around projectors and then certain not self of bitterness and frustration and all that stuff. But the third line day today is so beautiful because it means let's go into a different experience. Let your new reality of this year, and whether you feel the forward momentum or the newness or something new now, or you feel it in 2 weeks, or you already felt it 4 weeks ago, it always comes back to a lot of 6-2 projectors. It always comes back to how do we hold the energy around this new thing that we want? Yes? Let me know in the comments. Do you feel, it is sometimes a struggle, a challenge with the conditioning that we are facing with ourselves, our old not self patterns that are always on default. The default is always the not self. The kind of reset, the factory. What does the phone always say? Go back to factory settings. Factory settings in our design would actually be our definition, our birth chart snapshot, which is then once and then never again, right? We always have the program, the Maya, the conditioning. It's always this beautiful experience here. And so on a third line day, we get asked, which bonds do we want to cut cords with? Breaking the bonds, tying new bonds. It's leadership energy of what is it that you want to lead with towards yourself. Desire motivation wants to lead others, but I'm not talking about motivation today. I want to talk about how do we hold the energy around this new energy that we want. The new version of you, the new business, the new income goal, the new revenue, whatever your new thing is. It's more an aligned thing, and more in integrity with your design, and integrity with your type, and integrity with your design and energy mechanics. And then it's nothing new. It's actually something that we then remember. And for me today, there was a lot of fuck it moments. I don't want to fall back into that old version, into that not self chatter and stories of looking, why is it not working yet? And I also had conversation with clients like, I am doing all these things, I put effort in, I'm fighting for it. So Where are my new clients? Where are my new clients? Where is it? How do we hold the energy behind a multi-six-figure, a six-figure, a multi-six-figure, a seven-figure business? How can this new reality be right here? And the answer is really to follow strategy and authority, because everything else is just mind chatter and conditioning. However, there are two things that I noticed are crucial for how we hold it. How do we hold the energy? What do you think? How do you know how to hold the energy and not let the self-doubt come in and the bitterness and the frustration? You know, it's actually way easier that we do not need to hold anything but ourselves. And projectors in particular have to understand the mechanics of the aura, because when we observe what is in front of us, we lose ourselves. We often get caught up in what we see, and it's not there yet. So there is this fine line of understanding, having self-awareness. Yes, it's the consciousness, but also understanding of, okay, I understand how my aura and the mechanics work. But then there was a moment where I'm like, okay, that entire human design thing, yeah, this is so valuable. But what in real life, I felt certain anger coming up with this, fuck it, I just want to be myself. Like, how to hold the energy is when we not have one foot in this version that you think you should be or have to be to get to your next income level, to finally attract the amazing clients that you want to work with, to be that woman. And then the other foot is still in the old patterns. It does not work, right? You cannot be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You got to be 2 feet in, hi theta, 2 feet in the entire version of yourself, and going all in onto you. And that also means that came up for me today was that I got angry because a certain pattern come up of, no, you cannot be this. You cannot be this. You're too much on fire. You're too emotional. Your heart is too open. Your heart is too closed. You're too much on the roof. You're whatever, too direct, too German. And I'm like, fuck it. When even whatever close friends or mentors tell you that you cannot be this, you cannot be that, but it feels correct for you, there's something to look into. And what I noticed is that there's a difference. When you hear from mentors and you're a projector and you hear, you have to create certain types of offers to scale your business. You have to show up in a certain way on social media to grow your audience. You have to, put a certain, bring up a certain consistency in your content and how you connect with people in your DMs and all these things. And if this is taught to you and then they tell you cannot be this and you have to be that, and it feels not right for you and your body contracts and you're a rebel and you want to fight and like that doesn't feel good and I'm trying so hard and I don't see the results, then there's something in. Then your body is telling you, hey, there's a better way. Hey, there's a way that feels that there must be a better way. There is a better way that feels better. And what I've found from my own experience is that there's a difference of me wanting to be myself and wanting to have certain guidance and advice and coaching from mentors who are not projectors, and then who are mentors who are projectors, and then who are mentors who are projectors living their design in integrity in a correct way. three different versions I experienced over my entire career as an online business. And before the online business, I was in consultancy and I had no idea about human design. But when it contracts because of the not self, yeah, this is also something to look into, because the pattern why you fall back into the not self is the first thing. The contraction is just that you see that you're not, that you feel that you're operating as your not self, right? So the mechanics of our projector aura work in a certain way that nobody else understands than a projector. And so I found that when we receive guidance from not projectors, it only brings you that far, because they usually have best intentions, but it can only go that far. They can never teach us. A not projector can never teach a projector and guide a projector or mentor a projector to be a correct projector and run their business as a correct projector in integrity with the design of a projector. So they can be super supportive for a lot of things, but not when it comes to doing it in the specifics of the design of a projector. That requires another projector. From my own experience, the difference that is when I receive advice that doesn't feel good, my body goes like, no. And I want to understand why things are not working, and it does not. I don't get it. It doesn't come to the point where there's a deeper understanding, and I don't feel seen and recognized in the way that I'm supposed to do it. And then I get told you should not be how you actually want to be, and I felt like this deep rebel in me coming up, and I wanted to just scream and it didn't work with me for me to continue working with these type of coaches that try to tell me what to do it in that way, and I always hit the wall, no matter how hard I was fighting and putting work into, because projectors love to be very, like, we're really good students, right? We try a lot and we follow and want to be very good at the things that we are doing. So there's a difference between being told this is not correct for you, you should be doing this or you should be doing things differently, if it comes from a projector or a not projector. Okay, so Heart 1427 Lifey, could you tell me, I'm so sorry to hear this, and I so understand this. So what is your name? I would love, maybe I misunderstood. I just got that you are from Argentina, and I would love to call you by your name. So maybe you can drop your name here. I totally understand this, how it feels. And so for me, I know I'm very intrigued to learn a lot. I'm so deep into this source-based system. Andrea, hi, welcome. I totally understand this. So Andrea, I totally understand it. And everything changed for me this year as I started working with projectors who are living and really role modeling a business, leading their business as projectors. And this is now what I do with my clients, and it makes such a difference in the work that I do with my projector clients. So, and there's another projector client. Hi, Luce. Happy New Year. So this is what makes the big difference in the way that I work with them. And I notice for myself, when I get taught by my mentors who are projectors, who are running their businesses as well successfully in their design, which is not very common here, especially not in the coaching industry. And I get told, this is not how you're supposed to show up. This is not your fullest self. There is an additional other version of you that you can show, or there's a better way to do it. There is this is just not correct for your design. Then it comes across in a different way, because I still feel recognized and I still feel seen. Hi, Constanza. Happy New Year. So I still feel seen. And this is what my biggest intention for my clients always is. I'm direct, I'm German. We cut out all the things that are so obviously not correct for any type, not just projectors, but mostly projectors are so running their businesses, like taught to initiate, to launch multiple offers at the same time, to be on fire, and you know, in so many ways. So that this is the difference. Like when you want to hold your energy, then it's only possible by going all in into being you and understanding yourself in a way that works for you, including the not self. But being guided by a projector who sees you makes a totally difference. And I know that only projectors can feel what I mean here. You know what I mean, right? Because it makes us just more bitter if we feel things are not working, then we don't feel recognized and we don't get guidance to what is actually working and how we can do it in a way that feels effortless. And 26.4 in the ego is really about getting censorship. It's cutting out all the extras, all the too much work, doing all the things that are actually not required. So that then the mechanics of the aura, which are chemicals, which is, you have to understand this, is not something that you have conscious access to. It is something that works all the time. And when you do not know how the aura of a projector works correctly, it always feels hard and resistant. So the potency projector class this Thursday is actually exactly about this topic of projector mechanics in marketing and sales, because this is when we show up online, when we take on the other. Even now here where I'm talking to you, I'm absorbing, I'm interacting, and I'm now very aware about my mechanics and how they work so that I get not caught up in the things, but can engage and still communicate and feel good and not drained, but especially with client work and all these things. So this is what I will go deeper into the projectors who are in there. Hi, Sam, the projector. Hello. So, Andrea, if this is something that you're interested in, to deepen your knowledge around, there is one seat left. The link to the class to get the details is in my bio. If this feels correct for you to have a look into and join us, it's this Thursday. Now the second thing, I still don't know how to wave. I don't know how to wave either. I can only wave you. I don't know if you can wave back now. I don't know. Maybe now? I don't know. Just say hi. I can bring you on. Do you want to come on? I'm on fire. Do you want to come on? You want to come on? Third lining? Just fuck it. Let's do it. Or are you still in the store? If you want to come on and ask for requests, then you can come on. I just turned into this. I just tagged you into it. But I want to bring my finish. Someone has to remind me, Christina, that I have to talk about the second thing that is important. I talked about the mentorship and I talked, the mechanics. I need one more point about how to hold the energy, about the mechanics until the things show up. Very, very important. What to do until your clients show up. What to do in between I set the intention. This is your coffee entertainment before next session. Okay. Thank you. I thought you'd come on and entertain the people with me. Okay, so what do we do until the things show up, right? I don't want to talk about manifesting because manifesting is on a whole nother topic. But what I definitely know for sure is that no matter where you are in your business, no matter how high your goals are, you can get there faster when you go all in claiming that space. So, for example, today there was one moment where I noticed that I always knew about the vision that I want to have for myself and my business. And this is not just coaching, it is also fashion. It's something different. But I also noticed how I want to position myself. It was always premium, it was always exclusive, more one-on-one work. And no, over the whole last year, already transformed all my business into integrity with my design. I changed everything from just selling programs. I'm not selling programs anymore. Everything is mentorship. And this is also the trend that I see in the industry, that everything goes into integrated transformational spaces and all these things. As projectors who are visionaries. So everything felt already like I'm already doing it. What's wrong? One thing. One major thing. I did not went all into holding that energy. And this defaulting back into what our projector aura absorbs, what is right in front of us, the people that we all love to help, especially as desire motivation. I love to help. I love to give my heart into the work that I do with people, especially when it comes around projector empowerment, or in general, women empowerment with big energy. Like, I love what I do. I love my work, and I would love to guide and help everyone. But in the end, there is something that feels even more better, and there's this very specific, you have to check in with yourself. Are you at this place of how do you position yourself online? Do you position yourself online as the coach that you really want to be recognized for? And this is not just for projectors, but even more important. And if the answer is yeah, but I don't see the clients showing up, then the answer is no. The answer is no. And if anyone else tries to give you advice on how to attract these clients, and you have all the strategies and everything, but your energy is not all into, okay, this is my level, I'm premium. I want to work high end with people. I go all in. I have no business, I'm here and I want to go all into the top. Like, claim the top. Go right there. Go right there and say, fuck it. I don't need to daddle around or work myself up and worth fighting or like climb the ladder. No, go right to the top, claim it, and then hold it. But this is what most people don't get to. Because this is one thing to set the intention, one thing to declaring it, but the action don't match the mechanics. The action don't match the mechanics. So you can put all the things out there, and I still think that the reason why you don't have higher level clients is because you don't put out higher level offers, but that's a different live stream. But when the actions don't match this declaration of I belong here, this is my space, you will always default into the not self pattern. And what do I mean with action? Stop engaging as the not self. Stop looking up and doubting yourself. Like Sam said, stop it. We had a conversation today where it was just, the answer was just, stop it. Just get rid of this all bullshit of looking right and left and asking when the clients are coming or not. Because they're watching you. They do. I always know it. I knew it myself until the moment then one client reached out and showed up. And I'm like, she was there the entire time. The only difference was she did not recognize me as her mentor because I didn't claim that for myself and got both feet in and only doing what is correct for my projector design, meaning hands off, lean back, not initiating, not responding, understanding the mechanics of what it means to create recognition. And then suddenly this amazing client, she's my peer, hired me and saw me in a different way. And understanding this required deeper understanding and translation of design in a way that I could not do for myself. Projectors cannot, we're not here to master ourselves. That are generators. We're here to master and learn about the other. So we can only understand ourselves better through the other. And this is either through having a projector mentor who reflects that back to us and projects that what we have inside back, and then suddenly, wow, there's there. And then we have to go out and guide our clients. But the recognition is where the success comes from. And these are the mechanics of the aura, and that is technical understanding. How do we do this? So a very, very, very simple example. If you're a projector, you will get it, but also you generators and manifestors, you will understand it when you're not operating correctly with your aura. When you're engaging with your people and you actually want to attract a high level client, and you're defaulting to engage too much with the people who are not your ideal clients, how does it feel? Do you feel bitter? Do you feel invisible? Do you feel worthless? Do you feel you have been overgiving, over-responding without getting anything back, without these people moving? You get angry. You feel like it costs you peace to show up on social media. This is a sign that you don't know about how your mechanics work. It's not that you do something wrong. It's just that you don't know how this works when you take action, when you engage with people, and how to pull back your aura as a projector and not let your energy collapse. So that you just, it's not just waiting. People are just saying it's waiting about for the invitation, but what do you do in the between of the waiting? There's a lot to do, and a lot to recognize, and a lot to share, and a lot to study. But the main point for today, and now we're closing, is that the energy around holding is more about understanding of not needing to hold anything, but just operating in a way that is correct for you. And this is, again, to summarize, no other type can teach you this as if you're a projector. And if you are not a projector and you still don't feel recognized by your mentors, then a projector can guide you to see that part that you cannot see. And the second thing is that when you are in it and you're doing and you know what your goal is in your business and who your clients are that you want to attract, where you feel and where you want to position yourself, claim that seat at the table. Open your own table and own all of you. Like, say, fuck it. Nobody tells me anymore how I should or should not be. And then don't doubt that. Don't doubt that. It's about holding it. Do you have someone who walks with you when you're in this in-between to understand what's working, what's not working in your design, into correctness? That would be something to look into instead of doubting yourself whether you're doing the right things or not. So, the last invitation for the last seat for the projector who feels that this is correct for you to dive deeper into and have my guidance on marketing and selling as a projector, that would be Potency on Thursday. The link is in my bio. If it's correct for you, you can join. Other than that, that was my New Year's riff for you today. And I'm going to see you on another live. Bye. Oh, Sam, this comment actually just showed up a little bit later. I love it. Yes. It is, especially it is important for fourth lines, right? So I'm not done yet, obviously. If you want to ask me a question, I'm in the mood of answering questions or chit-chatting. This, your own table is actually like creating my own stage, right? This is exactly what the stage is all about for projectors. My signature program, to just say, this is my table, this is my stage. I just decide who gets the ticket to join, right? Yeah. And especially if you are a fourth line or have a lot of fourth lines in your chart, and for a projector in particular, the people in your life define your success. It's a fractal. It's not so much about what you know about yourself. It's the people you take in. Sam, Brighton, Amy. My answer, Sam. Who would you invite to a gala table to sit with you? You, Brighton, and Amy. And then a couple of my selected clients. Actually, only people who talk design. Period. Only people are into design. And raw, yeah. Definitely. We all have already raw in us, right? Especially as I got back from Ibiza. Definitely people who take design seriously. At this point, it doesn't make sense. We know how there's a life before human design, and then there's a life after, and the in between is where people just kind of fuck around with design, but have no really clue about it until they really find, especially projectors, the recognition of another projector. And then source base is a whole nother level. That is kind of the source-based design, and it is the gala table, but in a separate. Instead of AD, it's AHD. Oh yeah, AD. I know what you mean. Absolutely. I'm always wondering why people are so afraid. Not afraid, but you are invited to comment. You're invited to ask me questions. Like, it's open. Like, this is just, don't hesitate. Or shall I ask a question? Then I ask all of you projectors here, what is your biggest question? Yeah, I like it when it gets chatty, absolutely. But people are not used to chatting with me. They're just used to listening to me. So kind of warm them up a little bit. So what is everybody who is on here, what is your biggest question about design or about your design? Where are you kind of always hitting a roadblock? What is the thing that you don't understand fully yet about your design? This is what I would love to know. What is the thing where you go like, I don't know, I don't really get it? For me, I had a big resistance at the beginning around this waiting concept. I did not like the word waiting. But now, it feels so luxurious. Because I'm actually super busy by waiting. And waiting for me is a translation for observing, studying, living a successful life, guiding my clients, and receiving recognition, and choosing the correct invitations. What are the top songs you're jamming out to that make you feel like, gee, I love that. Where's my phone? My other phone is on the table. I cannot remember. Sam, tell me, what about my design is that I cannot remember names? But I mean, I think I am more acoustic in my design because I don't read, I just listen. So I remember design. I know more people's designs than their names. Yeah, and the same with the songs. I don't want to say sing it, but I hear it in my voice, in my head, but I cannot remember it. But I have a playlist for strategic. I have a playlist for my HD club, my membership, and there's this entire high vibe playlist, and we have a chill vibe jazz playlist. Yeah, so the goldfish memory. But as I am half right, receptive, like pull out something. Like when the song plays, this is how I know that I'm receptive. This is when the song plays, I know every lyric. This is the thing, but I have no idea. I could not sing it. I can only sing it with the melody, with the music on. You know, this is how I understand. Or last time, as I was teaching that, every class that I teach about design, something, and I just listen to raw and source, and something just comes out when someone pulls it out of me. That is the thing. But my most favorite song, shall I play it? Can we play it? Come on, let's play it. I'm just here for the entertainment. That is fun. Where's my music box? I'm coming. Okay, are you still here? Oh, and more people coming on. For the weekend, all work, no play, we start to open. Okay, so at the moment, it's up to you what you do with your life. I'm more into a little bit of loungy and house music. Yeah, that is. Instagram will flag me in a second. But this is actually reminds me of my first phase as a sixth line dancing. You know, Sam, you know, yeah, lounge music, absolutely. The fun thing is I have mountain environment. And guess what? Guess where I always was when I was dancing? Like, where were you, Sam? Where were you? Were you in the middle of the dance floor? Or not only Sam, I mean, there's so many people on here. Like, could I just like talk also to the other one? Like Constance, Anna, Jamila. I mean, I all see you. I can pull up your names, right? So don't be shy. Just talk to me. So where have you been on the dance floor? And then look at what your environment is. Because I always was on the table. I was on the box, like the sound speaker, or on the table with my sister. I have to look up her design, but she only wanted to come when I went first. So where were you dancing? You want another song? I was bumping into people as a third liner tasting my whiskey. Yes, of course, on a platform. There was one song that I love so much. Where was it? Who else was dancing on a platform here? Where's the others? Oh, no, that's not. Where was it? Okay, I think I have to dance now. Christina, I think I did add this one to the HD's club as well. I don't know, there's one song that I could go off like crazy. You know, sometimes when you have these memories, I just digress. Okay, I'm busy. I have to go back to my clients and answer their questions. Touch cooking is about to feel itself. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so I go back, put some music on, chat with my clients, And then I talk to you maybe tomorrow because I have an update. Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye, Sam. Bye, people.